set you to in the levels. You should be negative 13.
Levels. We get levels. We get lots and lots of levels.
Erich, how are you doing? It's been a good 5 days since you podcasted live with me.
For real? That's so fucking long.
Well, yeah, we just did the top 20 Kinos less than a week ago.
Fuck. Time is flying by. I can't tell when's what. Fuck. I got these new headphones and they're like noise canceling, so my voice sounds oddly like buzzy to myself.
Oh.
It's fucking weird.
So you're gonna drive yourself crazy.
Yeah. I'll just have to get used to it.
Let's see. Are you as close to your mic as you can be? Because you seem a little faint to me.
I can be this close. Does that work?
Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Everybody in the chat, how does Erich sound to you?
If you say like a cuck.
Don't hear him. I said cuck. Is there any chance of you going back to YouTube? Just you wait. Keep your eyes peeled on my Twitter tomorrow. Or my website. There's a new video hopefully coming out tomorrow or Saturday. He sounds fine. Okay, thank you, Joey.
Woo!
So everybody, as usual, this is It Kino Live. We do a little pre-show right here where we tell you what we're gonna do, and then we do the show without reading the chat. Hopefully, we ignore the chat as best we can because we're filming, a podcast. And then afterwards, we'll do the after show. We hang out with the chat, answer your questions, read all the donations, all that jazz. So now that we have all that set up, I hope everybody is ready for a very important episode. What is this? Episode 121 of Is It Kino?
Oh my god.
Has it really been that many, Erich?
It definitely feels it. I can feel the age. The Kino is aging me.
I should say, I could not get any sleep last night. I don't know if you can tell from how fucked I look, but I'm just so fucking tired. So I'm gonna have to fake some energy for this podcast.
You look like you've been in a fight.
A fight with myself.
Yeah, right.
I was supposed to go to my therapist today at 1:15, but I was so tired I didn't feel safe driving a car. So I just said, you know what? I'll just stay home. And I've been just as tired ever since.
Can you reschedule? Can you call and say, hey, can we do this?
Oh, I called and they had me on hold for 3 minutes, so I gave up.
Yeah, right.
I said, you're not making it easy for me to cancel this appointment. I'm just not going to show up.
My mental health isn't worth this.
No, you're driving me more crazy.
You look like Jake Gyllenhaal when he screamed in that mirror.
Good movie. Do therapists work for you? I've only seen her twice, and thus far it hasn't helped at all.
Does what work for me? Screaming in a mirror?
No, they asked if therapy works for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not worth the copay.
Is therapy Kino? Apparently not.
No, would not recommend it. It was a very easy choice for me to not show up today.
Therapy is such a fucking shit show because you have no idea who the other person on the end of fucking therapy is. And if they're a bad therapist, you're fucked.
And the lady I'm talking to doesn't even know what YouTube is, so she cannot relate to anything I'm talking to her about at all. She's like, why don't you just do it on a different site? Oh, okay. You're right. Yeah. It's that easy.
I wish I would have thought of that.
Yeah. It's like, bitch, what if you got fired from being a therapist tomorrow? And they said, oh, just go be a different kind of doctor. It's fine.
Right.
It's easy.
Oh, God.
Just start all over again from the beginning. Are you going to be phasing out the Mumkey Jones persona for good old Jimmy? No. Absolutely not. Anyway, we gotta get going. That's enough crying. Start recording here, and we will get going with some Will Ferrell Kino, folks.
Don't forget about John. Wait, what the fuck is his name?
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. I wanted to say John C. McGinley for some reason.
All right, you ready, Rich?
Yeah,
I've been ready for this one for a long, long while, and the day of retribution has finally arrived.
Can't believe we're here.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of Is It Kino? I am your host, Mumkey Jones, joined as always by Mr. Erich McCoy.
The Watsons to your Holmes. That's right.
The posters for this movie, they called themselves Holmies. It's I don't know if you know, that's a play on words, E-Rich. Do you understand what that means in this context?
No. Break it down for me. Take at least 5 minutes.
So
Tell me about
the
this.
urban youth refer to each other in a number of ways, sometimes as dogs, D-A-W-G, dogs.
Fascinating.
Also, there's a word that starts with N that we're not allowed to say anymore, even though we invented it. Very strange. But also, sometimes they refer to each other as homies. And in this case, because his name is Sherlock Holmes, they're playing with that and saying that Sherlock and Watson are, instead of being homies, they're Holmies. Do you follow what I'm saying here?
Is this tied into homosexuality at all?
Homosexual?
Yeah.
E-Rich and everybody listening at home, this is the One Is It Kino episode where I need to lay out the groundwork. There's a lot of context that will go into this podcast, and I've already wasted enough time. Let's jump right into it.
Right.
E-Rich, what was the one movie you told me under no circumstances do you want to go see in the theater and review on this podcast?
Probably Holmes and Watson.
You, both publicly and privately, expressed to me that you do not want to see this movie. You were terrified of it because of how horrible it appeared to be, and I knew that. I knew you didn't want to do it.
And you made me see it anyway.
Well, here's
you motherfucker.
Here's part 2 of the story.
Right.
A few days ago, in our private Is It Kino Discord, you, me, and Florian got into a bit of a kerfuffle where you
Scuffle. Yeah, right.
more or less said that YouTube was justified in taking me down, even if I didn't break any rules. You were pretty adamant about that.
Oh, did I really say that?
Yes.
It might have been around that, but
that's the impression that both Florian and I got from it. And I was thinking to myself, you know, E-Rich seems so content with innocent people having horrible things done to them that they don't deserve. And I also know that he does not, under any circumstance, want to see Holmes and Watson. And I'm very glad that Florian was able to keep this secret, because I told him so that he would stop asking to be on this episode. But E-Rich, I must tell you, I did not see Holmes and Watson.
What the fuck? Right now, I am, what's his name, screaming into the mirror.
Jake Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler?
Yeah, I am definitely that. Holy shit.
I used my power and influence to force you to see the one movie you didn't want to see, and I didn't even bother to go see it. This is just going to be you reviewing the movie. I'm not going to waste my time on it.
Why did I think you would see it?
I don't know. You're naive, I suppose.
I played myself here. For some reason, I thought you would see it. Jesus Christ.
No.
I should have asked you, because then at least you would have had to lie to me. That, like,
I lied to you a lot.
When did you see this?
I've been lying to you the whole time.
Fuck, this is fucking top 10 anime betrayals of all time.
I don't usually think of myself as an evil, vindictive person. But when an opportunity presents itself, and you can cuck the cuck who is glad that you got fucked, you gotta cuck that cuck. So,
all right, I feel like I need to defend myself here. I am not glad that you got fucked over by YouTube. I think what happened to you is absolutely a tragedy, and YouTube doesn't really understand the shit that you're going for when you make the videos you make. So you are absolutely a victim in all of this.
And now you're my victim, my friend. So please, E-Rich, let us all know, what did you think of Holmes and Watson?
So I was going to defend this movie in some way. Just to what did Rian Johnson do with The Last Jedi? To subvert expectations.
Your expectations. Yep.
Yeah. Because here's the thing: I didn't have a bad time in the theater. I was next to two friends I didn't expect to seeing this movie. They both kind of said to me, "Hey, this can't possibly be as bad as the critics are saying it is. It's worse, actually." It is painfully unfunny the entire way through. Like, entire scenes go on without a single laugh. present in them. And I am reminded constantly that Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly are two very skilled, highly paid actors who are being paid to dress up in period costumes and go through the lamest Sherlock Holmes situation that's ever been.
Well,
However,
Rich,
it is Kino.
You may recall I said to you yesterday before you saw the movie, take a shit ton of notes on every scene
notes.
as if you're going to describe the movie to somebody who has never seen it.
I should have known.
So I want you to plot by plot, scene by scene, tell me what this movie is because I'm never gonna see it.
There will probably be about a 15 to 20-minute gap in here because, as I am wont to do, I fell asleep through the entire climax of the movie.
You fell asleep in Sherlock Gnomes too. You just can't.
I know.
Your IQ is not high enough to stay conscious for any of these Sherlock movies.
Right. I am just too dumb to stay awake for Sherlock Holmes.
How do you fall asleep at a movie when you're there with your two friends?
Because it was so fucking boring, dude. All right, so I'm going to start this movie in something that is incredibly insane to me. The movie starts not as Sherlock Holmes is like grown up and solving crimes and murders and stuff like that. It starts with Sherlock Holmes as a little kid. And he is in school and he's being made fun of by a bunch of children just for being poor or something.
Okay.
And
that's what
Sherlock
I've always
Holmes
wanted from my Sherlock Holmes story is what's his backstory?
Right.
What was he like as a kid?
Yeah. It's so fucking bad. And so he is.
Now, is it like a 7-year-old kid but with Will Ferrell's normal head graphed onto it?
No. I wish they had done something as hilarious as that.
That would have actually been funny.
This movie is not that ambitious.
Well, too bad.
What is constantly befuddling to me in this movie is that they're clearly playing on that Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes, but that movie came out in like 2009. So like these jokes are about 10 years old at this point.
Are you sure that they're not doing like a Benedict Cumberbatch thing too? Because that's a little more.
No, not really. Not really. I mean,
they don't have like numbers and shit flying around his head all the time.
Yeah, but they did that in the whatchamacallit one, the Robert Downey.
Yeah, and then
one.
they Flanderized it. Or is that what it's called? Flanderization. They Flanderized it in that fucking show. It was so good for 2 seasons. What the fuck happened?
I'd even say it was only good for 1 season. And there was like 1 or 2 episodes in the second season that were good. But
there's only 3 episodes a season, so like 66%
I know.
Is
so like
good.
Only one of them was any good. But yeah. All right. So but that Sherlock series was modern day, so it's kind of harder to make a direct comparison to this, which is like a period Sherlock Holmes. But yeah, so he is so smart that he instantly takes in all of these criticisms that these kids are pointing at him, and he snaps. Like this is a possible Elliot Rodger.
Oh my god.
Moment for him.
Yeah,
but he snaps.
He's way smarter than the Chads, and the women just don't understand.
Right.
Like, intelligence is better than brawn.
And speaking of Chads, they try to get him to kiss a girl, and before he's able to kiss the girl, they put a donkey's ass right in front of him, and he kisses the ass.
Wow.
That is the level that this movie is.
How did he not make that deduction? As he would be like, okay, I can't smell the perfume.
This is one of my least favorite fucking things, because you can smell shit. Just because you can't see anything doesn't mean you can't smell.
Right.
You'd
if anything, being
right?
blindfolded would heighten your sense of smell, if anything.
Right. But I mean, like, so he kisses the ass, and in that moment he snaps and decides, I am going to use my amazing intellect against these kids. So he starts to figure out by like scuff marks on their boots and like food crumbs on their shirts and stuff like that, how they've been bad, and he essentially gets everyone expelled in school except for him.
I mean, it's a funny idea.
Yeah, and then he's taught. He's the only one being taught in the school by everyone else.
Okay, so I'm guessing it's way funnier in concept than in execution.
I'm pretty sure what I just said was funnier than what I saw on screen.
Okay, so scene number 1 down.
So scene number 1
Your
is
punishment
over.
continues.
We flash forward, bam, to future.
Did you hit a piano?
No, I hit my table and it really vibrated a lot.
Very acoustic table.
Yeah. So we flash forward to the trial of Moriarty. James Moriarty, the
Wow, they skipped a lot.
yeah, right. The Napoleon of crime. And so he is being tried, but for some reason they're trying him without evidence, which is illegal, I believe.
Well,
but they're
what year does this take place in? I mean, it's Great Britain. You know, they don't have freedom like we do.
I have no fucking clue what year it is because for some reason they play a modern during the movie, and they also play period music that's not appropriate for this period. They play music from like the 30s in this movie.
Okay.
I don't think this takes place in the 30s. But anyway, so Moriarty is on trial, but they need Sherlock Holmes to get there to give the evidence or whatever for why he's guilty. And so Sherlock Holmes, however, is too busy trying on different funny hats in order to come and join the fun of getting Moriarty into jail. Guess what? One of the hats he tries on is.
Could it possibly be his famous hunter cap?
No, it is not.
Oh.
Think more modern.
Make America Great Again hat.
He tries on Make England Great Again hat.
Is it red?
No. Well, actually, it's a fez. It is red. It's a fez.
That's awesome.
It's
funny
not
joke.
Awesome.
Funny joke.
All right. So anyway,
that is his goal, to make England great again. That's why he's arresting all these criminals.
I guess.
Sherlock Holmes is Donald Trump is the modern day Sherlock Holmes, I would say. He's as intelligent, as ambitious, as aspirational, as handsome, as fit, as talented.
You're saying Holmes wants to round up all those bad hombres who are committing rapes and crimes.
Are you taking the position that people committing rapes and crimes should stay?
No.
See, Holmes and Trump, identical.
Right. All right, so while they're doing that, wait, fuck. Do the bees come yet? I think the bees do come.
Already the famous scene from the trailer that made everybody laugh?
The famous scene from the trailer where a mosquito is led into the room. Holmes brilliantly says that it's some kind of terror mosquito that will instantly kill them if it stings them. So John C. Reilly and him get into a dumb fucking hitting each other contest. But it's not even it's not even funny. Like, they only do it like twice. They don't escalate enough.
Yeah.
And then so the mosquito lands on the apiary beehive thing. And Holmes does his super amazing calculations as to how fast he has to hit it with his paddle in order to just kill the mosquito and not hit the beehive enough to
really
crack it open.
Really aping off of the Robert Downey Jr. movie.
Yes, absolutely. And he hits it and it looks like everything's fine, and then the beehive cracks. Oh no, bees everywhere.
Whoa.
Watson starts to pull out his gun and shoot at the bees because that's real funny.
That is funny.
And then they jump out of the thing, and then yeah.
I mean, if there's a whole swarm of bees attacking you, trying to shoot them with a gun is kind of funny.
Right.
Because you might accidentally shoot your friend, might shoot yourself.
Look, that part is actually funny. And I think Mary McDonald plays Mrs. Hudson. I think that's her name. No, not Mary McDonald. The fucking woman from Boardwalk Empire and the woman from Trainspotting. It's such a weird fucking casting choice because she is such a good actress. And she's kind of wasted in this Nothing Wrong. Although, spoiler, she's the main villain of the movie.
What? Mrs. Hudson? No.
Mrs. Hudson is the villain.
Whoa. They really, they pulled a Ryan Johnson. Man, they subverted my expectations. I did not expect.
Big time subverted.
It's like Luke Skywalker would never, under any circumstances, give up. Mrs. Hudson would never, under any circumstances, be evil. But man, these Ryan Johnson, Eaton Cohen types of writers, man, they're dangerous out there.
This movie is both written and directed by Eaton Cohen, and it's not good. Like, neither of those things is good.
Now, I really want to explore Eaton Cohen because he was a producer and a writer on King of the Hill, one of my favorite shows. He, I think, co-wrote Tropic Thunder, a brilliant piece of satire, and now he's making like the worst comedies ever made. What happened?
I have no fucking idea. He also wrote Men in Black 3, which is, I think, a pretty good Men in Black movie.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Maybe like
he wrote Idiocracy,
another brilliant piece of satire. I don't get it.
Right? What the fuck? How did he go from that to this?
I don't know how you
All
go
right.
from King of the Hill to this. I'm very curious.
Right.
I wish we could get him for an interview. I know Eaton Cohen. I mean, he's probably busy, eating more than Cohen's, if you know what I'm saying. Eating your
Got him.
mom's pussy. What happens next in the movie?
All right. So Holmes and Watson go to the trial. Holmes is able to figure out the man on trial, played by Ray Fiennes. I will point out, Moriarty is played by Ray Fiennes, one of the best actors of our generation.
Good casting
in this
choice.
very shitty movie. Yeah, good casting.
That's
is Moriarty.
he's Voldemort, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yeah. So they go basically say that Moriarty, who's sitting there, is not really Moriarty. He is some wanker. They explicitly call him a wanker. They do a long, drawn-out joke where John C. Reilly has to explain what a wanker is to this audience of people who are waiting to find out who the killer is. They basically say that this isn't the killer; it's just some wanker who looks like Moriarty.
Is this did they somehow put like Kavanaugh commentary in here? Like, what the fuck?
No, not really.
Oh. It seems like, a guy on trial having to explain what a devil's triangle is and all that. It seems familiar to me. I don't know. Eaton Cohen, he sure does want to get back those Trump tards.
Yeah, right. So they figure out that that's not really him, so they let him go, and Holmes goes to a surprise party where they have this giant cake in the shape of a magnifying glass. He goes to cut the cake, and their blood spurts out.
Uh-oh.
And there's a body inside of there. I guess so Moriarty killed the guy who was disguised as him and put him in the cake. From there,
Ralph Fiennes is dead immediately?
No. Ray Fiennes is still alive, but his double that he used to take the fall for him is dead. So one of the only funny scenes to me is a scene where who's the fucking woman from Iron Man 3 who is the love interest there? I don't fucking remember her name. She's good, but she's not good in this.
There's a love interest in Iron Man 3 that isn't Pepper Potts?
Yeah, she was kind of the love interest. I don't fucking...
Scarlett Johansson in Iron Man 2?
No, that was in 2. In 3, it's Maya something.
Oh, Maya Rudolph. Yeah, she's great.
No, Maya Rudolph is
very
great,
sexy woman.
All right. So she and John C. Reilly, Watson, are doing a autopsy on this corpse to find out what happened to it. And while they're doing this, they're making eyes at each other and falling in love with each other while they're dissecting this corpse, which is a pretty funny scene. I think they're washing off all the cake on him. I actually kind of liked that because it's just so weird. It's so weird that they'd be handling this body.
Yeah, you have John C. Reilly, who is one of the great actors of our generation. So it's not just Will Ferrell screaming like an idiot. It's actually a still talented comedian making the best of what I assume is horrible material.
Right. Rebecca Hall, that's her name. Why did I think Maya something? Fuck me. All right. So, yeah, Rebecca Hall is very good in this movie, even though the character's shite. We also get introduced to her assistant, who is played by Lauren Lapkus, who's a very skilled comedic actor who believes she is a cat. So all she does the entire fucking movie is pretend that she is a cat. She cannot speak until the very end of the movie when it turns out she can speak the entire fucking time because that's funny.
So it's like an anti-transgender position to take. It's if you think that you're something, I guess we got to treat you like you are. Okay. Nice imagination, cat girl. Am I right, E. Rich?
Lauren Lapkus is hilarious, but there's nothing to do with this role. Really. So they go around. There is a rather telegraph. They drunk text telegraph telegram somebody. So it's essentially John C. Reilly saying, "What are you wearing? Stop." It's that for 5 fucking minutes.
It sounds like a lot of this movie didn't need to be a Sherlock Holmes parody. It's more of
not at all.
It's just what if modern day things were in the past?
Right.
I know that there's a selfie joke.
There's a scene where they take a selfie with the queen. They hold this giant fucking camera up and take a picture, and then they whack her with it. They think she's dead, so they fucking try to shove her into a suitcase or something, and she's really alive, so it's no big deal.
Now, here's my question. If the movie at the beginning establishes within its own canon that Sherlock Holmes is genuinely a genius, how do they justify that he's just like a bumbling retard the whole movie? And I don't know why the fucking bit sound effect played. God damn it.
So why does Sherlock call it a genius if he's really fucking Will Ferrell?
Well, like no, but like the movie establishes that he is a genius. So then, how do they justify him acting like a moron the whole time?
Because nobody really sees him acting like a moron most of the time, I guess. And you can like cleverly say, oh well, that's just how geniuses act.
But they say that he is a genius though. But in reality, it sounds like he's not. So it's like how can
he's able to solve the crimes and shit. So.
Oh, okay. So he's not like just doing everything by accident because he's so stupid.
No, right. I mean, eventually he comes up with it. All right, so there is a scene where they meet up with Holmes's brother,
motherfucker. Why?
Played by
these fucking bit sound effects. These motherfuckers. I turned it off and it's still doing it.
Still going.
I hate this shit. Fuck Twitch. Fuck Streamlabs. Fuck these people who want to give me money. Fuck them all. Why does disabling something still make it play? I'll never get it. I don't get it. Sherlock Holmes could not solve this mystery.
This is always a problem. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it sure fucking is. Anyway, continue talking about this movie.
Sherlock visits his brother, Mycroft. Do you want to guess who plays Mycroft in this movie?
Give me a hint.
I'll give you a hint. It's not Lupus.
It's Dr. House?
Yeah, it's Dr. House.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So like that is kind of fun that they have Hugh Laurie come in to play Mycroft Holmes. He basically does nothing. Like he just sits in a chair and thinks with Sherlock. So Sherlock and Mycroft can communicate with their minds psychically, I suppose, and so they have this conversation just by like looking at each other. And like you can hear the voiceover of them speaking. And then Watson is such an idiot that he can't fucking speak psychically. So while they're having this conversation, you hear thinking thoughts. Like basically Watson trying to communicate with him. Vaguely funny. The one part of this movie that I actually laughed at and laughed out loud at is when they take Watson back to the sidekicks part of wherever they're at, like fucking the Mycroft home or whatever. And there is an Elephant Man reference in this movie. Like nobody would expect a Elephant Man reference in fucking Holmes and Watson, but it is pretty damn
Was
funny.
The Elephant Man there?
Yeah, it was just a dude with a bag on his head, and he said something vaguely Elephant Man-y in a John Hurt voice. So that was pretty good.
I mean, it just sounds like a reference. It doesn't sound like a joke.
It is a reference. It's just incredibly
unexpected.
Essentially. Right. And from there they go to a boxing hall and he gets into a boxing fight with some fucking huge guy.
Do they do more of the Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, they do more of the Robert Downey Jr. shit. He tries to throw an apple thinking that the guy will like look at it and like be distracted so he can do all this crazy kung fu, but he just throws it at the guy and he just ignores it.
Okay.
If you think that is the best comedy ever, you are going to love this.
It subverted my expectations, so I think that makes it automatically good.
That's most of the movie. Trying to think. Steve Coogan's in here for a little bit as a guy with no arm. They're looking for a tattoo artist because the dude in the cake had a tattoo. I feel like Steve Coogan plays both. Who's the fucking Scotland Yard investigator and all this?
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I feel like maybe I'm just seeing two different actors as two different people, but I feel like Steve Coogan plays both the tattoo guy and the.
That'd be interesting.
I have to look it up though. It's possible I just don't know my British actors well enough. Maybe it's somebody else. Fuck me. Fuck if I know. At this point,
is his name like Lestrade or something?
That's right, Lestrade.
Yeah.
At this point in the movie, I can't possibly remember.
Is this when you fell asleep?
No, I kind of checked out. I was not paying attention. I wasn't even on my kind of like just dozing.
You're really cutting out on Discord. Try to say that again.
Right. I was just dozing through this part of the movie. Like I was listening to it, occasionally opening my eyes. It's not until the climax that I was either fully asleep or just turned off.
You missed the conclusion of the film.
I did, however, wake up for the part where like it's like I saw the last 5 minutes of the movie essentially. I guess they defeat the villainous character. I don't remember how or why. I do remember, however, that there is a joke at the very end where what's her name? Lauren Lapkus is leaving, and guess who's coming off the boat as she's leaving?
I don't know.
Billy Zane.
Okay, so it's like a Titanic joke.
It's a Titanic joke. Titanic came out in 1999. This is a joke that is approximately 20 years old.
To be fair, in at Seth MacFarlane's A Million Ways to Die in the West, I did enjoy seeing Doc Brown hiding the time machine. That's a good reference, right?
Yeah, that's a direct, like, I don't know.
Billy Zane's famous for being on a boat in a movie.
It just completely took me out of it. I just fucking, I could not fucking believe what was before my eyes. And then we get an after credits scene where
you stayed for after the credits.
No, because it was immediately after the movie had ended.
Oh, okay. So it's just like it's just another scene in the movie.
Right. It's in Wyoming, and Moriarty is hiding out, and then he sees Sherlock and Watson there, and it looks like they're after him, and that's it. I think I missed about 30 minutes of this movie of not fucking.
Like, are they setting up a sequel?
Oh yeah, they do have a musical number. How do I fucking forget that? They just had a random fucking musical number, and the reason I don't remember it is because it has nothing to do with anything.
What was the song?
It was about how I think Watson was doing his own shit and Sherlock missed him.
Well, if you recall, E-Rich, unless you were sleeping, Sherlock Gnomes also had a random musical number. I think that was a requirement.
What the fuck is it?
If you're adapting Sherlock in 2018, you got to put in a musical number. I think that was the rule.
Wow. Yeah, that is just so fucking random, and there's no. I just completely blanked on that.
So when we came in here, you said that this movie is Kino. So I'm curious, in what way is Holmes and Watson Kino?
Fall asleep in the theater watching Kino. Same as Sherlock Gnomes. Same as whatever the fuck else I've fallen asleep at.
It just honestly sounds like you don't like any Sherlock Holmes adaptation.
That's not true.
It sounds like you sleep through all of them. You're literally more than one Sherlock Holmes adaptation came out in theaters in 2018. You fell asleep in 100% of them.
Yeah, you're right. I did.
The pattern has been established.
If they ever come out with a third Robert Downey Jr. Jude Law version, I'll definitely stay awake for that.
God, I hope so. What if
it's been fucking forever since they made one of those?
What would you think of you and me making our own Sherlock Holmes movie? We made a short film about a school shooting. Why can't we do a Sherlock Holmes where it's like Sherlock Holmes and Watson, but we're kind of playing off of George and Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Where
Ooh, I like that. As long as I get to fall asleep.
I'll be the Sherlock George, and you'll be like the Watson Lenny, and that'll be our movie.
Excellent. The rabbits, George. The rabbits.
No, my name is Sherlock. Don't fuck it up.
Sorry. The rabbits, Sherlock. The rabbits.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, that's the movie we're gonna make. Do you think we could write a script that is more interesting than the movie you just saw?
While I was watching it, I definitely thought I could make a better movie than this. Like, it is so boring and so. There's just nothing here. Why anybody? And the fucking score is by Mark Mothersbaugh. I couldn't fucking tell you that to save my life.
Who's Mark Mothersbaugh? You don't know?
He's the dude who did the music for Rugrats and Devo, and he did the music for Thor Ragnarok too.
Oh, okay.
He's fucking great. He's fucking good.
He just phoned it in.
Yeah, he phoned this one in.
Well, E-Rich, it sounds like you had a great time at the movies. You got exactly what you deserved. based
Right.
on how you treated Florian and I earlier this
Sweet
week.
revenge.
Now I'm scared that in the future of Visit Kino, we will both agree to go see a shitty movie, and one of us just won't show up.
One time, both of us just won't see it at all.
Yeah, we'll both lie to the other guy, and then we'll just have to just do nothing on the episode.
Well, I do nothing or attempt to convince the other person that we've actually seen it.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too hard if you haven't seen it yourself.
Right.
Do you have anything else to say on this very special episode of Visit Kino? I've been looking forward to this one, like I said, all week. I was so excited to put you in your place, you cuck bitch.
You most certainly did. I was very much looking forward to this movie, even though the trailers didn't look good. I did enjoy Step Brothers a lot. I did enjoy Talladega Nights, The Legend of Ricky Bobby.
Uncomparable movies. It's not fair.
Yeah, but it's the same guys, right? Like, there's no way those same two guys can make such a piece of shit as Holmes and Watson.
They proved you wrong.
Yeah, right. And so, like, the trailers didn't look good. The reviews were bad. I just hoped that there was some kind of saving of this, that there was something worth watching in it. And there's just not. Like, the 2 or 3 parts that I actually laughed at weren't good enough jokes to sustain the entire runtime of the movie. And it's just so boring.
Well,
it's just
it's bad when even Netflix is offered the movie for cheap and they say, fuck no.
Right. That's the thing.
Netflix
they said
turned
yes to
this movie down.
Paradox.
Yeah. They did Cloverfield Paradox. They did all those. They did the Ridiculous Six. All these fucking Adam Sandler movies. But this movie was so horribly unfunny that Netflix said, "No, it'll probably get us, an easy $1 million in new subscribers of people who want to check out this movie. But no, we can't take that hit to our reputation."
Right. Even Netflix is like, even this is too low quality for us. We can't risk our lives on this.
And I am the Netflix of this show because it was too low quality for me too. I said, fuck that, let Erich do it.
Right.
I'm not gonna waste my time.
So the theater is being passed off Holmes and Watson onto me.
Once again, it's a real boomer versus zoomer. The zoomers win again. That's what you get for being, 2.5 years older than me?
Yeah, right. That makes me a boomer. Is just anyone who's older than you a boomer?
Yes.
God damn it.
All right, everybody. I think we're about to wrap up this
Zoomers.
fantastic episode of Visit Kino. Daily reminder, I don't know where you're listening to this, but it's available, this podcast, on iTunes. You should go give it a 5-star rating. It's available on Podbean. It's available on mumkeyjones.com, mumkeyjones.tv. It's also available live on Twitch. We do these live at twitch.tv/mumkeyjones, where you can join in the conversation before and after the show and donate bits in the middle of the show that play a sound effect. Erich, where can people find you online?
People can find me at Erich Kino on Twitter and just search Erich on YouTube to find my channel there. It's just a bunch of fucking bullshit streams that me and Florian do. So if you like the sound of that, go on over.
And I think since I really I played the long con on you this episode, I'll let you have the final statements of the episode if you would like.
This movie made me hate my existence. It made me stew in the fact that I had paid $8, the price that it takes to watch this piece of shit, of my own money, which I earned through hard work. I was tricked by a friend. I was personally betrayed. I don't mind it though, because I say some mean things. I hurt Mumkey's feelings. So
I got so triggered that I set off a whole revenge plot.
Yeah,
See,
right.
When most people get triggered, they just cry about it on Twitter. When I get triggered, I pull that trigger. I aim that gun right back at you, and I fire, baby.
Yeah, that's right. The day of retribution was yesterday.
It was today.
Oh wait, but I saw it. Oh yeah, because you revealed it.
Yeah, you got cucked.
It's a 2-day of retribution.
Yeah, it was a weekend of retribution.
Fuck. Why was this movie so bad? On every level, it was bad. They had great actors in this.
Well, that's what.
Laura
Maybe they
Lapkus
wanted
moved to London to make this movie.
Somebody moved to London. Who did?
Lauren Lapkus,
Oh man, who cares?
who's an amazing comedic force, and she's in this shitty movie, and it will always be remembered as a total failure. And
It could
moved her
be
life around.
somebody bet Ethan Cohen that he cannot make an award-winning film, and he said, "You know what? Fuck you. I'm going to win every Razzie next year." Maybe he did. I mean, everybody who made the movie got paid, so they're not the losers. The loser is whoever paid to see the film.
I mean, shout out to the awful fucking British accents. They don't even try, really. Like, it's the suggestion of a British accent. One of the worst British accents in history for me is Peter Dinklage's British accent in Game of Thrones, which is awful. And actually, his accent in Infinity War is even worse.
I always thought he was British. I didn't know he didn't.
No, he is not at all.
Oh, I didn't know. Because I just thought he was doing a really good voice for 3 Billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. But hey, that's enough.
Yeah.
We've been kinoing too much. For Is It Kino, I've been Mumkey Jones.
I'm the mega cuck, E-Rich, the ultimate cuck.
E-Rich, what is coming out that we should do next?
Glass.
Oh, yeah, okay, good. Yeah, we'll do Glass next time.
Yeet, it's getting bad reviews. Can't wait.
It's getting mixed reviews. I've heard
Oh, really?
you'll either be on board or you won't. And I'm the type who likes to be on board, baby. Hey.
Have you seen Unbreakable?
No.
Have you seen Split?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, see you next time, folks.
Bye.
All right. Hey, everybody. We did it. Another whole episode where the fucking alerts went off again. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I think as long as you're on Twitch, those things will not go away.
Every time I have to do something different to make it stop. But it should all be back up now.
Yeet.
I think I updated it all.
All right.
All right, chat. Hit us with your topics and questions. We're here to hang out with you until I fall asleep.
Somebody was talking about Bionicle, and that is the real shit.
Is Bionicle, was that made by Lego or is that like something
Yes.
else? Okay.
It's made by Lego.
I'm not a Bionicle guy.
Monkey, I used to get the Lego magazine every like 1 month or 2 months or whatever. And in that Bionicle magazine, in that Lego magazine was an amazing comic that told you all of the details of the Toa and the Toa Nuva.
Oh, like Sokotoa.
Sokotoa.
You know what Sokotoa is?
No.
It's a little thing you have to memorize to help you with some math shit. I don't even remember what it helps you with.
Right. I do remember that.
It's like with tangents or something and signs or something. I don't remember.
Tan, cos, sine.
Yeah, Sokotoa.
And the Borok and the Rakshi and the Nagini. No, I know. Fuck, I can't remember the name of the
I
green
already
one.
said I'm tired, and now you're trying to make me fall asleep. A Society Liver donated $10 to say, when you finish your vid, I'll be putting it on my channel. How long do you expect your new video to be anyway? Last question. Will you give us a download link for your vid when it's done? Sorry for all the questions. The video that I'm asking everybody to re-upload on their channels is looking to be about 35 to 40 minutes long.
That's a good length.
It's going to be a big one. Ideally, people could just use any given YouTube downloader. If you just Google download YouTube video and click on any link, it's easy. But I guess I could maybe put it like in a Google Drive, and then people can easily download it from a link in the description. Scumkey for $5. Here's $5. Never ever let E-Rich be the only one to talk. Well, it was a special episode because I didn't watch the movie.
Right. You had to do it.
Sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. That's where the so comes from. I didn't hear the sound effect now. What the fuck? I turned back on the sound effects. Bionicle has deeper lore than the Monkey Jones channel had. Probably true. That's probably true.
Around the same amount of lore.
So why is the sound effects not playing now?
Oh yeah, how could I forget Makuta?
What's Makuta?
Makuta.
Is that another character from your stupid shit?
He's the big bad of
Who cares?
Bionicle.
Fuck your stupid kid hobby.
You got a bunch. If you got a bunch of, how do my audio?
It's just a Discord call. Like there's no way to
Oh,
fix it. You would have to
all
be
right.
here in person for it to sound
Right,
good.
right.
It's never gonna
Oh,
sound
fuck.
good.
Yep. That's Kino for you guys. Makuta, I think if you got a bunch of sets, you could put Makuta together. I think that's how that worked.
Oh, that's a bad guy?
That's the bad guy, yeah. So you could get all the good guys and then put them together.
Here's a question for
and
both
make
of
the
us.
bad guy.
We're both collegiate men, Erich. I'd like to hear your thoughts on books. What do you consider to be a book that gets way too much shit?
I'm a man of letters.
What?
A book that gets too much shit.
Yeah, like what book does everybody shit on that you think is actually good? I'm guessing from like an academic point of view, like one of those books you had to read in high school.
Crime and Punishment? Does Crime and Punishment get shit on?
I don't know. I haven't actually read that one.
I think that does get shit on just because it's so long and Dostoevsky, you know.
But is it good?
Yeah, it's real good.
Oh.
Raskolnikov's kind of an asshole, but if you're okay with an asshole main character, then
well, yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. Who wants a heroic main character? Boring.
You would probably relate to Raskolnikov quite a lot, Mumkey.
He's probably based on me. I think Dostoevsky was a big fan of me, and he based all his characters off of me. Hentai Critic said Mein Kampf, book that gets hated on too much. I don't know, maybe. Could be.
My Struggle, Adolf H.
I do think that My Twisted World is a genuinely good autobiography. Like, it's really, really interesting because it's like a true life tale of watching somebody's descent into homicidal madness.
Right.
It's not just hate speech, as YouTube would tell you. It's like if it was published as a fictional novel, I think that would be a really successful book. And it's free on the internet, but people are too freaked out because it's based off of a real. Well, I guess a real guy wrote it, so whatever.
Right.
But I've read through it like 8 times, so maybe I'm a little biased in that sense.
But I mean, I think you should be able to read that stuff just to get insight into how these people think and what how their minds work.
Yeah, and I'll cover that profusely in the new video about how it's not hate speech in the context of an educational audiobook.
I cannot wait to watch that video, man.
Well, I don't know, because you don't have like the best attention span for Mumkey videos. You'll probably have a couple naps in this one.
Oh, yeah. You want to do a Kino in your video?
No.
I can tell you whether I fell asleep or not.
Nah, I mean, it's more of like just laying out the law of here's what happened to me, here's why it's bullshit, step by step, very surgical. Not a whole lot of jokes in it, but there are some. But it's just like everybody needs to see this. Here's a factual, objective. I don't even like put my opinion. It's not my opinion. It's like here is why this is wrong. Here is why this does not meet the criteria that YouTube gave it a strike for.
That's out.
Fuck you. I also call the people running YouTube retards and motherfuckers like 8 times. So that'll probably support my case a lot. I'm sure they'll be really willing to help me out. Ritsu, thank you for the
really
bits.
Gonna be on their side.
Yeah, they'll really want to help me out after I say all these mean things. I call Susan Waluigi a horse-faced bitch, and her character is portrayed by Sheepover wearing a horse mask. Everybody's just talking about the N-word in the chat. So far, so good.
If Mark Twain can say it, so can we. Yeah.
I mean, did he say it? I mean, he wrote it.
I don't know if he said it. He definitely wrote it.
Yeah.
Several books.
Yeah, there's a bit of a difference, I think. I think you can have a character say anything you want without you, like, I was always confused about that because people will attribute Shakespeare quotes to Shakespeare, but he's not the one saying it.
Yeah, he's putting into the mouths of his characters.
Like if we can take, to be or not to be and quote that from Shakespeare, then I can just take anything that a horrible villain said and also contribute it to Shakespeare. That doesn't seem fair. It should be like a quote from Hamlet and then like subset quote from Shakespeare. Because like if you could take anything that any character in the Triflers said and attribute it to me, you would think I'm pretty fucked up.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know.
But it did come from you.
Yeah, but it's not like a quote that I like said in a speech as myself. Like it's a character saying some absurd shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I asked a professor about that one time because you're writing essays about like a play, and you got to attribute quotes to people, and I'm like, are you sure I should attribute this quote to the author? That seems a little strange. I don't think the author in any context would actually say this. I mean, it's a character saying it, but whatever. The Triflers is about a school shooting. Surprise, surprise. Available on Etsy. Go check it out.
One track mind.
It's all I can think about all day, every day. School shootings. YouTube was right to ban me. I'm dangerous. I'm so dangerous.
You're glorifying it, Mumkey. You're glorifying the dangerous ideology of
just like how every night when CNN they glorify Trump by featuring him and analyzing what he says and explaining why it's bullshit. They're truly glorifying him on a night-to-night basis. Why does CNN glorify Trump so much? I don't get it.
Yeah, Trump should pay me rent. He's living rent-free in my head.
Yeah. Hey, government shutdown. Teachers can't get paid. You're fucked. What are you going to do?
Is that how that works? For real?
Have you been getting paid?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know.
I think it doesn't. I don't think it affects every single person. I think it's only federal workers.
Yeah, it only affects like 800,000 people, I think. And I think there's more than 800,000 teachers, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably.
Got a good nap. You still don't have a channel. Who's the cuck now? Oh!
I'm going to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space. Quote from Tim Curry.
Well, no, that's not true at all. Tim Curry. Oh, yeah, because that's the Command and Conquer.
Yeah.
Fucking Tim Curry, not even trying.
Should I get an English or science degree?
English or science?
I'll tell you this, man. Man, this sounds cliche, but you really do only live once. And if you like one more than the other, just like focus your attention on that in life. But if you like, I don't know, because you need to also make money to live. But I chose the path of doing the thing I was interested in, and I'm still alive. So, maybe it'll work out for you if you just follow what you like. But could you imagine you get one chance at life and you waste it doing something you hate just so that you can have money? I guess that's what most people have to do, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck that.
Fucking, if you really want to go into science, go into science.
And what does science even mean? Science could be literally any career field. So, like, narrow it down.
Something that makes you money. Make as much money as you possibly can, and then quit that and do whatever you want for the rest of your fucking life.
He said, good, I fucking hate English. I don't know why, under any circumstance, you would consider English if you dislike it. It's like, you're not going to make money from it. There's no pro to this. It's all cons.
Yeah.
If you don't make it as an English major, you can always eat your thesis. That's true. You can eat all the
You can also burn it for warmth.
Yeah, eat the $100 books you had to buy.
Mm-hmm.
That describes 99% of American workers. I don't think so.
Can I burn my ebooks, Mumkey?
You can burn the computer. I have to imagine more than 99% of people are. I have to imagine a large percentage of people enter a career field that they're at least somewhat interested in. Like nobody forces you to be a garbage man, right? Like there are thousands of jobs to choose from. You become a garbage man probably because you think you would like to do it.
But you also, if you have a limited skill set and you need to make money somehow, then you go into whatever will get you the most money. And
right, but even then, there are at the very least dozens of different jobs you can apply for. Right. But yeah, I imagine there are a lot of circumstances where you might just be stuck with a job that you hate.
Yeah, right.
But don't get stuck in that rut. You can always apply to work somewhere else constantly. Keep applying. Lie on your resume. It's easy. They don't check that shit. It's
amazing the degree which they don't check that shit.
And how could they? I had a 3.9 GPA in high school when I was applying for fucking jobs. No, I had a 4.0. What are they going to do?
Right.
What, are they going to call my high school and ask? No. They don't fucking care. Nobody cares.
Yeah. I'm a good boy. I'm honest on all my shit.
No, always lie. And if you quit a job early and you don't give your 2 weeks notice and you leave on bad terms, on your next resume, don't say that you ever worked there. Do you know how many jobs I leave off of my resume because I don't want them to call them? Most of them. It's easy. You can lie. You can just omit things about yourself. Lie, cheat, and steal to get the life you want. That's what you got to do.
Somebody says go into women's studies.
Sure. I mean, you know what? I bet that most of the people getting women's studies degrees end up having happier lives than the people who get like a really rigorous, science course. Because do you know what the acronym for a women's study degree is, E-Rich?
What's that?
It's an MRS degree, a Mrs. They're not going to school to gain skills. They go to college to find a wealthy husband. That is a proven fact. Most of the people getting those women's studies degrees just hook up with a guy who's going to be a doctor or a lawyer, and then they can just be fucking stay-at-home mom or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Like women's studies degree,
mom.
You might think that is useless. No, it gives you an excuse to be in college doing dumb bullshit and dating every Chad, and then you can marry whatever guy you want because fucking Chads are stupid. It's easy. If I was a woman, you better fucking believe, women's studies, sign me up. Philosophy, yes, please. English, absolutely. I'm just here for the fucking dick. Hell yeah. And you can't prove me wrong. It might be politically incorrect, but it's a fucking fact. One of my professors in college, female lady in her 50s, said, yeah, half the girls I have are just here for their MRS degree. They're all just here to meet a fucking guy. And it's fucking true.
A female lady as opposed to a male.
You're really cutting out there. What'd you say?
Is that a female lady as opposed to a male lady?
Yeah. It was a liberal arts college, E-Rich. You have to be very specific about the gender of both men and women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I'll get a women's studies degree, chop off my dick, dye my hair blue. Yeah, well, you'd probably end up your average income of your household once you get married will probably be around $80,000. I mean, let's 160,000 plus 0 divided by 2.
Nice.
There you go.
And then divorce him and take half.
Look at. You think the bitch who married Jeff Bezos is using her degree? Fuck no. Fuck no. I don't even know who she is, and I can say that. Fuck no.
He didn't have a prenup, though.
Yeah.
That's on him.
She met a guy in college, now she's a trillionaire. She didn't have to do shit. It's so fucking easy for women. It's so unfair. Why did we ever make that a thing where if you get a divorce, you have to, like, divide up your shit? Why? For what fucking purpose? Does that like trace back to like cows and chickens and shit in the medieval times and we just kept it? For what fucking purpose? I'd suck a dick for $1 trillion. Yeah, me too, mulatto Jesus.
If your husband left you and you essentially, like as a woman, you essentially did nothing, you'd be pretty fucked.
What do you mean? You're a person.
Back in the day when women didn't work at all, they essentially just raised children.
Yeah, so why is that still a thing today?
Up and left you. What's that?
Why is that a thing today, though?
Beats me.
It's about 9,000. Welcome to the Mumkey Roger Army. Really getting some red pills about female privilege in society today. But as soon as I read that Jeff Bezos headline, it just instantly pissed me off. Like, that bitch does not deserve one penny of his fortune.
No, in that case, it's hilarious because That dude has more money than he will ever know what to do with ever.
And now so does
losing
she.
half of it.
So does she.
Losing half of it for the dumbest reason because you didn't bother to sign a prenup is hilarious.
Isn't that so malicious, though, where a woman can pretend to love a rich guy just to steal his fucking money? That's so
it's possible
evil.
They had an actual relationship, but things went sour.
Yeah, it's also possible that she married the richest man on earth.
Do you know how long they were around? Like they were together?
No, I don't know anything about it. It just made me mad.
I don't know. It's possible he wasn't a rich fuck when they got married.
I'll say this, everybody, whether you're marrying into wealth or into poverty, whether you're the rich one or the poor one, sign that fucking prenup. Because you never know. You never know what could happen, and there's no good reason on this earth that a divorce means you lose half of your shit. There's no excuse for it. In 2019, the current year, E-Rich, are you kidding me? Sheep says I'm going to make you sign one. Like I would marry a fucking sheep. Yeah, what is it? A shepherd is going to run the ceremony? Fat chance.
So Bezos has been married for 25 years to his wife, who just divorced him.
I like how we're saying she's divorcing him. Like, yeah, of course she's the one doing it. This is her idea, I bet.
Well, wait, what? He's trying to date this anchor woman in LA? Is that
That's
true?
He's trying to date a fucking peasant? Really? Nancy Gribble?
A peasant?
Yeah, she's just a news anchor woman. Like, if you're
Everyone's a fucking peasant, like, compared to Bezos.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he should only be dating, like, other billionaires.
Yeah, I wonder if there's ever going to be, like, a monetary... You're too high monetarily over somebody else that would be seen as incorrect, improper.
They kind of tried to do that with that one royal wedding, right? Where like, Kate Middleton's like, oh, she's just a peasant. Oh, but it's such a romantic idea that maybe a 4 out of 10 prince will one day sweep us peasant women off our feet.
What do you think of them trying to get the Avengers to host the Oscars, Monk?
I think it's a great idea. The Oscars will be like a week or a month or so before Endgame, so that would be perfect promotion.
Ooh.
It'd be a lot of fun to see all those guys be really awkward on stage like they were in 2013.
It would be great to see Robert Downey Jr. on huge lifts.
Yeah, trying to be half as tall as Chris Evans. Yep.
Yeah, right. That would be great.
I would be curious because the host of the Oscars, they do a 10-minute opening stand-up routine, and then you see them maybe 2 more times over the course of the night, and it's a 4-hour show. So I wonder, like, would all 50 of the Avengers come out together to give a monologue, or would it just be Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, or what? Because really, like, the hosts don't really do much. I mean, yeah,
it's
sure.
just Scarlett Johansson, and she plays all of them.
And she says, like, fuck you, Steve Harvey. And then she winks at the camera because she knows that she did.
Mm-hmm.
And,
oh, wait, she did?
Of course, dude.
Really?
They all fucked Steve Harvey, man. You want to hear my...
Why does Steve Harvey get all this strange?
Am I saying Steve Harvey? I mean, you know... What's his fucking name?
Who the fuck are you talking about? Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, Steve Harvey Weinstein. That's a big.
That's what you're talking.
I have Steve Harvey on the mind because my monkey box video got taken down from YouTube today.
Oh my god.
You know my theory. You know the fappening. You know you get Jennifer Lawrence's tits. All those actresses' tits are suddenly out at the same time.
Right.
They say what they got like fished. You know, people tricked them into giving their password and they logged into their cloud server. I don't think so.
Right.
I think.
What do you think?
All those pictures were sent to Harvey Weinstein, and somebody just hacked his one account and got all of
the Harvey Weinstein server.
Because how do you?
Just all of.
Because the fappening, you have 40 actresses' nudes leak on the same day, is it more likely that we hacked all 40 of them at the same time, or that we hacked one guy who is receiving all these pictures so that women can still be in movies? It's just some food for thought, E-Rich.
That's definitely an idea.
Because the way Jennifer Lawrence was posing in those pictures, like that's got to be for either an intimate lover or for the guy who will give you your next Oscar. And does she even have a public boyfriend to fucking send that shit to?
I don't know. I don't even know what timestamps on that were. So like when it would have taken place.
Interesting theory. I mean, you know that Steve Harvey Weinstein has a lot of nudes saved somewhere.
Right.
Did you know that what fucking school did Hillary Clinton go to in college?
I don't know.
I think it was at Harvard. I'm not making this up. I might have. Where the fuck did I hear this? Back in the day, and I'll read this donation in a second. Harvard or whatever fucking school.
Yale.
Whatever school, and it might have been a whole bunch of them. Back in the 1850s or whatever fucking year Hillary Clinton went to college, they would legit make new freshmen take full body nude photos for their file.
Wait, really?
I swear to fucking God, that's true.
Holy shit!
So there's like all these, politicians and all these people. Like there's black and white nude photos of them when they were 19. I swear to God. They're not publicly available. And this is not conspiracy theory bullshit. I saw this from a reputable source that I just don't remember, but I think it was like fucking John Oliver or something. I swear to God. It's crazy to think about.
What purpose of that?
I don't know. It's crazy.
Holy shit.
Do one Google search and see if you see anything that verifies it, because I swear to God
that
that's
would be the ultimate fappening.
Hillary Clinton when she's 19.
Yeah, all these politicians.
If you can find anything that halfway verifies it on Google, please let me know, because I swear to God it's true. Firestorm for 1276. I've had the worst year of my life in 2018. Yeah, tell me about it. Cramps is dying of terminal cancer. Yikes. Dad has an advanced neurodegenerative disease. Mom had 2 major heart attacks, and you got purged. Yeah, those are... it's really an incline of... best to worst, that list you just gave. Me getting kicked off of YouTube is definitely the worst of all of those things. I've had a tough life, but this is a line they cannot cross. Firestorm, thank you for equating me getting banned off of YouTube to all of your family members dying.
Yeah, that really fucking sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no, it does suck. Have you looked up these nudes yet?
Yes.
Is it true? Is it true?
They were trying to gauge the rate and severity of rickets, scoliosis, and lordosis in the population.
So it's fucking true.
So, yeah, it's absolutely true.
See, I don't bullshit. The chat didn't believe me. I swear. I know what I'm talking about. There's fucking nudes of freshman Hillary out there, and probably Obama too. Let's get him.
Not Obama. He's too young.
Oh, well, probably Bill and Hillary Clinton, right? They went to the same college, I believe. Let's we have to go on a quest to get the ultimate fappening. Somebody has to break into Yale or whatever the fuck and find these files.
Right. It's the entire Ivy League, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. You would think that they would do it to like the poor people. But like you get into the most prestigious college and they make you strip naked and take your pictures. That is fucked up.
Yeah.
Society liver believed me, thank God. Guess I'm beating off to Hillary tonight. Yeah, guess who else beat Hillary? Donald J. Trump, baby.
Beating off to Hillary.
Hell yeah.
It's your duty.
And the pics are all confidential medical files. Well, hopefully they still exist because they're about to be confidential FAP folder files.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Would you want to interview me, a former classmate of George Chen, who was murdered by Elliot Rodger? I mean, I'd rather interview somebody who knew Elliot Rodger. I don't know how one of the guys who got stabbed to death's associates would.
3 degrees of Elliot Rodger, Mumkey.
Yeah. I appreciate the offer, but I don't see anything interesting that would really come of it. But if you wanted to like make a little video about your experience, and if it was cool, I'd probably share it on Twitter. Von Bolt, thank you for the bits. Whimsy, stop bullying Tomas. Do you think, because these were probably taken, in the 50s, These pictures?
Yeah, the 50s to the 70s, I think.
Do you think anybody has archived them digitally, or do you think they're just lost to time?
No, they're probably in a file somewhere.
You don't think that they were destroyed at any point?
It says the 1880s to the 1940s.
Jesus
They had that program, but then
Christ.
also the 1940s through the 70s.
Like every president, we have just nudes of them waiting.
Yeah, right.
Fuck. Somebody said that they'll find them on Pornhub.
Really gets an old noggin jogging.
Yeah. Hillary probably had.
Them wiped.
What, you mean like with a cloth?
That's
Got him.
a deep fucking cut.
Not in my circles. That's all we had. It was just watching that clip over and over again. That's all we would do is watch that.
Right.
Mod for life. It's not a joke. Every president who went to Yale and Harvard, they all have nude photos, dude. It's fucking true. Google that shit. We just verified it.
Yep. Mumkey nudes when?
I guess ask sheep for them.
Yeah,
she probably has
leak 'em,
plenty.
Sheep leaks.
I mean, I was pretty much naked in the Wheel of Punishment too. There's not much more you need to see. My ass was pretty much hanging out, and my dick, like, you'd be better off looking at any other dick. So you're not missing much. Antoids, thank you for the $3. God, I miss Tomas. Well, at least somebody does.
Who's Tomas?
I don't fuck. He's just some guy in the chat. I don't know him.
Wow.
Yeah. React to the dead. Did you watch the dead raccoon video, E-Rich?
No, I did not.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It sounds familiar though.
I posted it all over Twitter yesterday.
Oh fuck. That's probably why I've heard of it.
Can we do E-Rich does a live reaction to the video?
Jesus.
It's the funniest video of the year. It's so fucking funny. I think I posted it in the Kino server. If you scroll up, I said Florian, this is why you need to visit America.
Okay. Here, 1 second.
Here, let me know when you hit play, and I'll hit play at the same time so people can hear it.
I am hitting play right now.
Wait. I'm not ready yet.
Okay. Tell me when to hit play.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
All right.
This nigga done brung a dead raccoon in the motherfucking
Hot damn.
McDonald's. Look at this shit. That motherfucker dead.
Why did he do this?
This nigga got rabies
It's like some
a
old homeless
motherfucker.
man who just has a
This
bleeding dead
motherfucker
raccoon on the
crazy.
table
Ain't
at
nobody
McDonald's.
in there where the food at.
Did he like kill it somehow by accident? And then
There's no
motherfucking
answers to these
stupid. Look at
questions.
this shit.
wow.
This motherfucker put the raccoon on the table.
This motherfucker put the raccoon on the
This
table.
motherfucker got him on the table, bro. And he getting up leaving now.
He's just leaving. The raccoon's on. What?
This goes on for 6 more minutes, E-Rich. The story's not over yet.
Look at this
Oh
man.
man.
I'm posting a
it's
link
escalating.
in the chat if people want to watch it themselves.
Wow, this motherfucker bring a dead ass raccoon into McDonald's.
This guy is the best possible person to be providing comments.
That's
Well,
why it's so
Nigga
funny.
Crazy, boy. I tell you, only in San Francisco.
Only in San
motherfucking
Francisco.
San Francisco. Nigga trying to come get his
Well,
shit to eat before he
all
gets
my
to
questions have been answered, Monkey. It's in San Francisco, of course.
This motherfucker
Of course that's
dead,
what's happening.
motherfucking his ass over
This
there.
motherfucker crazy.
He brung him in there. This
He brung him
motherfucker
in
right
He's
here.
just standing there confused
Boy, I
in the
done seen
fucking
it all.
bathroom doorway.
Yeah,
Now
right.
he need
He's
to
so
call
confused.
911 on this dumb ass. He gonna bring a dead ass motherfucker raccoon and put him
Oh
on the
man,
table.
it's so sad seeing Rocket
This
like
nigga
this,
crazy.
Monkey.
There's a pool of blood on the
This
McDonald's
nigga crazy
table.
than the motherfucker right
Yeah.
here. I don't want nothing out this McDonald's.
I don't want nothing at this McDonald's.
That's some goddamn bullshit.
Oh man, there's blood dripping off the fucking raccoon. Oh, man.
Yeah, he need to go to jail. This nigga
Shit.
need to go to jail. You don't want to
Fuck.
go in there?
It's
This
disgusting.
motherfucker bring a dead
And like, what do you
ass
do? Do you
raccoon
call like animal
into
control
the
to take care of it?
It's dead.
I know, but like,
And look, now
If
the old
I
man's like
were-
squaring off. He's in a fight.
Bullshit. Look, you got him on the table though.
If I work at this
This
McDonald's
nigga crazy.
and somebody says, "Here, clean up this dead raccoon," I would say, "No, fuck you. The minimum wage I'm being paid is not enough to handle a dead animal."
Probably covered in fleas and.
Yeah, yeah. Bring a dead animal to the vet.
Some random guys taking the raccoon. Now,
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
the floor. It's
Motherfucker
dripping
crazy.
a trail of blood
There you go.
everywhere that
Fuck.
it goes. It's
Nigga,
disgusting.
You going to jail.
You
Why
going
would
to
you do that,
jail.
bruh?
Why would you do
Oh,
that?
he bringing them this way. Nigga, I don't want that now.
Hey, bring him this way.
They give him a burial in a trash can.
They're throwing it in the trash.
Wow.
For real?
Nigga, I don't want
Where else
that
would you
now.
put a
Look
dead
at that
raccoon?
shit. Y'all
Look at
need
that
to call
blood.
the
Man,
health department.
holy shit, there's blood everywhere.
That's
Somebody
disgusting.
need to call-
Who
get
has
the
to
fuck
clean
away
that
from
shit for
me,
$7 an
you
hour?
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
You going to jail.
Go wash your fucking hands before you fuck around and get
Go wash your hands.
Motherfucker, he ain't
Is he gonna go back into the McDonald's?
He already sick.
Go ahead, I ain't gonna do
They need to call the health department. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Blood all on the floor. Nigga, you don't want
Fuck.
nothing out of there.
I wonder how
Call
late
the
it is.
motherfucking health department.
And then he goes back inside.
Yeah, right.
They
He's
walking
so
all through the
confused.
blood and
He's
all
gotta
Looking
be
at the
that.
crazy.
blood. This guy is
Listen,
obviously
that's
there's
a
something wrong with
nasty
him.
motherfucker, whatever the fuck he is.
The
That
narrators
shit
are very
don't
funny.
make no sense. He put him in
Yeah,
the
man.
garbage can. Look,
Look,
Ugh. The trail of blood makes us
Jesus
sick.
Christ.
That's crazy.
holy shit!
hell no, that nigga didn't wash his hands.
Did he? What the fuck? Did that guy like murder this raccoon? Like what?
Don't
what
know.
did
It's
Let
bleeding
me
from
know.
its
Oh, man,
mouth.
that's
I don't want nothing out this bitch.
Did he like
I'll
stab
never
the
come
raccoon?
back to this McDonald's.
Because like, how is it leaking all that blood?
Why did he bring it into McDonald's and put it on the table? Does he think it's his
Yeah.
pet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker nigga, they need to call the health department. Don't nobody want to go in that motherfucker. You don't want to go in there, bruh. Motherfucker just had brung a dead raccoon in there, put him on the table. Look, come look at the blood on the
Look!
table.
Come look at the blood.
Over there. All in there on the table. Look.
Ew.
They just threw a cone
Yeah,
there.
they're not cleaning it. They put a fucking wet
Yeah,
floor
yeah.
sign.
The nigga put him in the garbage.
Man, fucking get rid of that table. That table's fucking done.
Get rid of this
All
whole
in that
city.
motherfucker. Somebody needs
Yeah.
to call the
Fuck
health
San
department.
Francisco.
Yeah, burn the
That's
McDonald's
some
down and
bullshit.
call it even.
That's some bullshit.
Talk about help. He already stiff as a board.
Oh, no, he's laughing.
Wow. They need to lock the door. I wouldn't eat shit out of there.
And what does Florian respond with but gonna be some good coon burger?
Yikes, don't say that.
Put him on the table, though. That's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
Love
That's
this
some
guy's
straight
voice.
bullshit.
Yeah, this guy, I would watch more videos by this.
This guy should host the Oscars. That'd be good.
You gonna give us the Green Book?
This motherfucker
Green Book is
fighting
gonna win the
Bullshit.
best picture? This is some bullshit.
Did you not see Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga? This is some bullshit.
God damn.
God damn.
Believe that. That's some bullshit. Oh my God. Let me take my hungry ass to work. I'll get
He's
something
on his
at
lunch break and he
Well,
wasted
somebody
7
bring
minutes
me
just
something to eat.
commentating on this. Thank God for him.
Bring me something to eat.
Yeah, man,
I
bless this man.
appreciate
He's a hero.
it. But, I'm
If
going
not
to
for
get
him filming
money.
this, we would not have known this little slice of
Talk
life
to y'all
anime about the
soon.
homeless man and his pet raccoon.
Right, right. Is this his actual name, Joseph Torres?
No, this is some random guy
Somebody
posted it.
else's.
Yeah, we don't know who the guy
Okay,
is.
all right, all right.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Fuck.
Tragic.
God damn. Brilliant, brilliant.
I'd highly recommend
of the
everybody
line.
watch it yourself. I posted the link in the chat for the final time.
Raccoon meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raccoon meat. Human meat.
Now you post the link. I've been posting it the whole time. That McDouglas is closed now. I think you mean McDonald's.
Somebody, Sheep is saying it was roadkill, but like it was leaking blood out of its head that way. If it was roadkill, you like
It'd be like a
splat.
tire mark on it.
Yeah, right. It would be like splatted on the ground. Be smushed.
It's not like the McDonald's table was clean anyway. Good point.
Good
Good point.
Wow. God damn.
So, are you glad you watched it? You seemed a little cautious about it, but was it the funniest
because
video
I
of
thought-
2019?
I thought it would be. Yeah, it was so far it is. I thought it would be like the raccoon dying.
No,
Somehow.
no, it's just a pet.
Right. I thought it'd be animal cruelty shit.
The homeless man fought the raccoon for his meal. Yikes! And he won. It was a trophy to him.
He earned it.
I like the balls on the homeless guy to keep going back into the McDonald's after the raccoon has been
Yeah,
disposed
right.
of. Like he doesn't
I mean,
care.
people were yelling at him to wash his hands, so he was just trying to be cleanly.
San Francisco, it's a liberal paradise, Rich. Everybody's fucking
That's right.
homeless.
That's right. The streets are paved with other people's shit and I don't know, venereal diseases probably.
Yeah. Maybe they should secede. Why doesn't he just make a hat? Yeah, maybe he was gonna make a Davy Crockett hat. We can't judge this old homeless man. We don't know what he was gonna do.
Yeah, maybe he was just executing his American spirit.
That's right. Did the raccoon survive? We'll find out in Avengers 4 Endgame.
Raccoon will return in Avengers 4.
I mean, technically, Rocket Raccoon does return.
mm-hmm.
That
need
reminded
a
me of the
Brad-
video where the guy swims in a septic tank full of shit. No, thank you.
Oh my god.
I think I've seen
Jesus
that. No,
Christ.
thank you.
I don't need to see that.
No, you don't. It's not funny at all. He doesn't even say anything. Raccoon got trapped in a time paradox. Septic 5. Yeah, great. Why is that still on YouTube? But I'm not.
Good question.
Oh man, I keep forgetting to put Jungle Jimmy's YouTube channel down in my Twitch description. I'm so stupid. I remember to put my P.O. box, but not my fucking girlfriend's YouTube channel. How foolish of me. Anyway,
Remember to grow.
I either need to fall asleep or go back to editing this video. So I think that's where we're going to call it a night here, folks. E-Rich, do you have
Do
anything
one
else?
then the other.
Yeah.
No, that's it.
You have nothing else to say to this chat of loyal listeners who love
Everything.
everything E-Rich has to say?
Nope.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for the subscription Logan Paul was taken. I guess it was a gift from AMC. Thank you, AMC.
Logan Paul was taken.
Thank you to everybody who subbed tonight and all the donations and all that. And wow, $20 right when we're about to leave. Oh my God, this
Hot
name is free.
damn.
Sorry for the heavy message. Big fan. Family has fought for freedoms for over 100 years. Glad they haven't managed to take you down. Hey, it's fine. Heavy messages are just as important as light ones because, as we learned, from E-Rich to Mumkey, sometimes you need to be a little heavy. Sometimes you need to be a little. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck does that even mean?
I'm very, very tired. I don't know
I
how
hope
to
that makes
console
sense
this
to
guy
somebody.
whose whole family is dying. What am I supposed to say?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it down, dude.
That's a good way to end. Hey, how dare you? He gave me money. You don't get shit.
Yeah, right.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you next time with, we'll do a Kino over Glass, like we said.
Uh-huh.
And I'll probably do some other sort of stream in the next couple days. Maybe a stream to celebrate finally finishing this big 40-minute comeback video. Keep your eyes peeled on MumkeyJones.com, on my Twitter, at the Jungle Jimmy YouTube channel, and a whole bunch of other YouTube channels, because I got a lot of people who are going to re-upload my video to their channel, because I want it to be seen by everybody, to know the deets on how I got screwed. And if we lay on the pressure, the community pressure onto YouTube, maybe they won't have a choice but to fix their mistake when it is so obviously publicized in the way that we're going to do it.
Yeah, watch every single one.
Yeah,
Do it.
watch all 80 re-uploads. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a good time.